Good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Now, this really could be a terrible day. I got zero sleep, nothing at all. And that's very abnormal for me. I usually sleep very early. I usually sleep very well. I take my sleep really seriously. But unfortunately, some things happened last night that were out of my control that just completely prevented me from sleeping. And so we could just say, I'm gonna be so useless today. I'm gonna be falling asleep all the time. I might as well just give up. But no, I think this is actually a really beautiful opportunity to turn this into a fantastic day together, but I need to be reasonable. So I'm gonna use this really simple old notebook and I'm gonna make a celebrate the day list. That's what I'm calling it. And I am gonna just do one small thing at a time, and every little thing I get done today, it's going on this list and I'm gonna celebrate it so hard. So if there's one thing on this list tonight, it's a good day. Like, my only goal for today is, can I feel happy at the end of the day? But the way I'm gonna get there is this celebrate the day list. So I'm gonna bring you along with me. I've got some ideas, and if I can get through this with my super red eyes, I think this really could be something that is totally worth celebrating. So let's get started, and I gotta tell you, I really want a beautiful cup of coffee right now. But I think what I'm gonna do first is one single French lesson on Babbel. And if I get that done, it's going on this list, and I'm gonna celebrate with the most delicious, splendid cup of coffee. And that'll be the first celebration of the day. And then we'll see what's next. But for now, let's get started with some French study.
9h moins le quart.
9h moins le quart.
Le musée ferme à 6h30.
All right, we did it. First thing is on the list, and there is still a whole day ahead of us. So I think we have earned, as my poster that I designed suggests, to discover the joy of a simple cup of coffee. I've got my Watch House beans here. Very excited. Let's do this. All right, we've got the coffee, and my skin was feeling a little bit dry on my face, and I was like, yeah, I guess I didn't wash my face today. So I went and washed my face, moisturized it. I'm feeling great, and I put it on the list. And so we're gonna celebrate two things right now. One lesson of French, and I washed my face. Oh yeah, here we go. Cheers to that. Oh my God, I needed that. Oh, I needed that so much. And of course, I'm using my favorite mug with my lovely, lovely bicycle people. And as always, this guy's my favorite. And since we really need all the help we can get today, I'm calling in extra moral support with one of my favorite simple objects, this little handmade paper wallet. And so as I do my next activity, gonna have these guys there cheering me on, and all these lovely little people also cheering me on. And I am now gonna do a single drawing lesson. And if I can do more, I'm gonna do more. But I'm just gonna go one by one, and every single lesson I finish, I'm putting it on this list, one at a time. So let's enjoy some coffee, do some drawing studies. And if I can get through this, I think we're off to an extremely good start. It's still just the early morning time. We have so much time left today. This is already turning into a good day. Remember, a few days ago, my good day started at 8 p.m. We're way ahead right now. So let's keep it going.
So now we need to do the same thing with cylindrical fork.
All right, I did it. I have to say that took me a little while. I did kind of drift off a little bit a few times, but I got through it. So I actually drew a fire around that one because the drawing studies definitely take more brain power for me and more focus. So I'm extra celebrating that one. So that's that, and I think maybe now we should take a walk. That would be a lovely thing we could do. It would probably be very good for us, and definitely something that we can put on our celebrate the day list. So let's grab the umbrella, take a walk, and maybe just listen to some music. Just take it easy. All right, we did it. My glasses are all steamed up. Oh my gosh, I have 2 things to put on our list. Oh, and actually it's 2.5 because I'm gonna add a specific detail. All right, look at this. We now have a lovely collection of things to celebrate. And you know what's really cool? It's only 11:20 a.m. There is so much time left in the day. This is amazing. So I think next I'm gonna brew a nice pot of herbal tea, and I'm gonna go and get cozy and spend some time responding to Maya. I really enjoy doing this, and it usually takes me about 30 minutes because everything's in Japanese and they are long messages, but it's something I really genuinely enjoy. So I think that's gonna be my next activity, which combines a beautiful social thing, connecting with a friend, which is obviously good for the soul, and it's also incredible Japanese practice. So it's a win-win-win. Lots to put on this list in about 30 minutes. But first, we gotta do the thing. Oh, I'm actually starting to fall asleep while I'm writing these messages to Maya. I think reading and writing so much in Japanese is using a lot of brain power, but I'm almost done. So in a way, it's actually quite a nice result because I'm pretty sure after this, I might be able to take a nap. I don't usually take naps, like I don't fall asleep easily during the daytime, but I feel like after this, maybe I can take a power nap and that'll be a good thing for the rest of the day. So, one last push with these messages. Oh. I did it! I actually took a little cat nap. How nice! Wow, I must have really been tired because I don't usually do that, but I genuinely feel better now. The laundry just finished, so I can put that up. And after that, I have a really exciting email to respond to. And then I think I'm gonna do another drawing lesson, and I'm just gonna keep this train going. Speaking of trains. Cette armoire me déprime.
Cette armoire me déprime. J'ai les mêmes vêtements depuis 10 ans.
Oh, that was really nice. I just suddenly really felt in the mood to do some more French, and I really do want to keep this going and maybe even continue building momentum. So that was really nice. And honestly, all of a sudden, I kind of feel like going out for another walk and maybe listening to an episode of Les Chemins d'Écrivain. In fact, I remember very specifically there was an episode with this author who I believe he grows grapes in his garden that are like officially certified to be part of the Beaujolais wine. And I remember that was a really pleasant episode. So I might have a scroll through and see if I can find that one. And then maybe we can go on a walk and get some more exercise and have a lovely time. Because I do feel like, obviously the Babel study is a lot more basic. Doesn't quite feel as authentic, obviously, compared to reading a novel or listening to a podcast. So it's helpful and I'm enjoying it and it's very comfortable, but I do like balancing it with something real, you know. I was not able to find the episode with the author who has the Beaujolais grapes in his garden, but I came across another podcast episode from the same show with Marc Levy, and the episode title is New York est la ville la plus colorée du monde, which sounds very interesting to me because I love New York City. I love hearing about it, watching it. I especially love people who are passionate about it, talking about it. So I think right now I am gonna have a nice long walk listening to Marc Levy talk about New York.
Ça a été un coup de cœur. C'est drôle parce que à la fois ma femme et moi rêvions secrètement de vivre à New York. Et nous y venions chaque fois qu'on le pouvait, en vacances. Un jour, alors qu'on avait passé des vacances ici, sur le chemin du retour, ma femme Pauline m'a dit « Mais pourquoi on ne viendrait pas vivre un jour ici ?» Et littéralement, j'ai dit au taxi de faire demi-tour.
Wow, I've never seen the train from this angle before. Wow, so that episode was so pleasant to listen to. Wow. I can't believe I didn't know that was there. There's actually a couple different episodes with Marc Levy, but that was just perfect for right now. There's a lot of designers and animators who I love, in particular John Contino, who I showed his book back in a video in October, but I love listening to people like John Contino just talk about their love and adoration for the city of New York and everything it stands for. And so listening to Marc Levy talk about it, talk about how him and his wife decided to move there, it's just very, very pleasant. So as I was listening to it, I did go back several times to sort of re-listen to particular parts. And I heard a few really nice phrases, like I think he said c'était un coup de foudre, like when talking about how they decided to live in a certain neighborhood. So I'm going to go back and listen again. It's only 7.5 minutes long, I think, so I'll probably listen to it like 3 times. And that is something I do a lot. I really, really like listening to the same thing multiple times over, especially in the phase where I am right now with French, where, you know, if I listen to it, I can definitely follow along just fine. But there's little parts where I don't catch everything. And even when I'm following along, it does take effort. It's not effortless. And so I feel like listening to it 2 or 3 times really helps, so that on the 3rd time, it does start to feel effortless and I can really enjoy it. And it starts to feel like I'm actually absorbing the language. It's so nice and peaceful out here when it's raining. There's just almost nobody. I love all the ping pong tables that are scattered around London, especially when they're colorful. Wow, look at the reflection on this because of the water. Isn't that so pretty? This would be a beautiful thing to draw. Whew, wow, that was lovely. I just walked for 1 hour and 15 minutes. Very rainy, but that was very, very nice. And I decided, as part of our celebration today, and I'm just gonna be honest, this is not very glamorous, maybe not recommended, but this is the truth. I'm gonna celebrate this wonderful effort of having a great day with, wait for the very cinematic lighting here. What is it? We can't see. Dun, 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 dun. I was just so hungry after my walk, and I was trying to think what would really just hit the spot and feel like kind of a cheeky, cozy dinner with my favorite show. And I was like, you know what? I'm doing it. I'm gonna get McDonald's. And so that's what we're doing. This list is really starting to add up, and I've got a few things to add to it after this, but yeah, let's get cozy and have a lovely, lovely, simple little dinner.
I still can't believe they're shutting this place down.
Yeah, we had some good memories here, didn't we?
Talking about spheres. When we talk about spheres, it might get very confusing to understand that spheres have volume.
Wow, I think this might be the first time in my life that I took 2 naps in one day. I keep trying to decide if I have enough energy to do one more drawing lesson. I don't think I do. I was hoping maybe after a nap, but it's only 6:50 p.m. I keep thinking that it should be like 9:30, like, oh, time to go to bed and just like watch my show and then go to sleep. So I want to like enjoy this time. So I might just do another Babbel lesson, honestly. And then maybe I'll just see if I can read my book. And that could be a beautiful little evening before having a very early night in bed. At least the tea is good. Oh, I'm gonna sleep so good tonight. Oh, I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait for that feeling when I wake up in the morning fully rested. Oh. I can't wait for breakfast tomorrow and coffee. Okay, let's do this. We can do one more lesson. We got this.
I hope you had fun with those spheres. What we're gonna do is we're gonna start and add some form to things.
You know what? Now that I'm doing this, I'm like really pumped. I'm like really excited. So I think I definitely have enough energy to just get through one more lesson. One more lesson.
Élégant, élégante.
Élégant, élégante.
Je dois trouver une robe pour le mariage de Colette.
Mais ta robe verte?
Mais ta robe verte, il n'est pas assez élégante.
Oh non, Marcel, elle n'est pas assez originale, pas assez glamour. Tu trouves pas?
Oh, tu sais, des goûts et des couleurs.
Oh, tu sais, des goûts et des couleurs.
Des goûts et des couleurs, on ne discute pas.
what a day. That was genuinely amazing. I can't believe that when the day started, I genuinely thought, like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything because I was so tired. But we got 3 lessons of Babel French done. I listened to that French podcast at least 3 times on my walks. I did 3 pages of reading of a French novel. I did Japanese practice with Maya-chan. Took 2 walks today. Took 2 naps. I did the dishes. I did laundry. Oh, I did 3 solid lessons of my drawing studies, which is a big deal for me. Did a little bit of admin with some very exciting emails. I washed my face. Bang. How, you know. Oh, and we had our little McDonald's dinner celebration too. And, even just this, finally, being able to just watch my favorite show in bed and go to sleep on time. What a fantastic day. Like, this is one of the best days ever. It's just so good. It just goes to show how different the outcome can be depending on how you navigate the day. And I think that this little celebrate the day list turned out to be a really lovely strategy. So I would love to know if you enjoyed this, and I do really hope that if you ever have a day that starts out completely on the wrong foot, maybe you can come back to this video and we can sort it out together. And on that note, I will say goodnight, and I wish you all a beautiful rest of your day. Oyasumi.